Hey guys, and welcome to Coffee with a Shot of Truth, the podcast where we skip the sugar and get straight to the heart of the matter. Grab your mugs. Let's dive in, you guys. Welcome to the official first episode. And I do want to say, pardon my appearance. I have been under the weather. I am not feeling my best. I am struggling like most of us are, not only financially, emotionally. Uh, I've been crying most of the day today. And I said, why not share this with my audience? Why not be honest? Why not share with you guys what's really happening with Evilise? As you can see, I'm recording from my headquarters, aka my bedroom, and this is my appearance. Yes, this is my appearance. I'm about to go run a bubble bath after this episode and relax for the rest of the evening. For those of you who don't know, I used to live in Virginia Beach almost 6 years ago. I decided to move to Kissimmee, Florida, because I say Kissimmee and some people correct me and say it's Kissimmee. Anyways, if I'm wrong, I apologize. I'm human, not perfect. So I've been feeling not well, under the weather, with a sore throat for the last 3 days. Granted, I shared on my IG that I went to Disney World 2 weekends back to back. I'm 47 years old and I had never been to Disney, okay, you guys? So it was very special to share that moment with my little sister from my father's side of the family and to reunite with her after 6 years of not seeing her husband, and the new addition to the family, another nephew, and my other nieces and nephews that I hadn't seen in 6 years, right? So there was a lot of walking that we did at Disney parks, and we went to three different ones. We went to Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. And when I say we went back to back, Sunday, Monday, back to back, we did a lot of walking and just exploring. And they wanted to share everything with me in a weekend. And I was like, I love you guys for it, but I am beyond exhausted. It literally took me a whole day to recover from all that walking. Again, you guys, I'm an independent contractor. I work on my time, my schedule. And here in Florida, I'm not working. I haven't been working since I got back from Virginia Beach because I'm in the process of moving back to Virginia Beach because I've been in Florida for almost a year now and things haven't worked out for me. Even though I'm fully bilingual, I speak two languages, I'm fluent. I read it, write it, speak it, interpret it. So that's what happens when you come to, let's say, Florida, like I did. I used to travel to Florida twice a year for the last 4 years. I was traveling to Florida on vacation twice a year. And we would stay in North Fort Myers at my granddaughters. I must be speaking that into existence even though I don't have any grandkids yet. We would visit North Fort Myers where my daughter's grandparents, who are both retired, used to live. They went back to Connecticut. Not a problem. Every time we came to vacation, I was in this vacation bliss. And Florida reminds me so much of Puerto Rico. It reminds me of home with the palm trees, the coconut palm trees, and the beautiful sunny weather, the heat, the climate, everything, right? And a lot of Latinos all over. But at the end of the day, when you don't do your research and you don't research the area that you are about to move into, and you don't know how the traffic flows, you don't know what you're going to be paying in utilities, I knew what the rent was. I just didn't know everything else that was coming with it. I had financially what I thought financially I had thought, and I knew that I had prepared myself to do the jump and move here, not knowing everything that I was going to go through once I was here in Florida, in Kissimmee, Florida, and especially in the area of Poinciana, which is horrible, by the way. And when I say that respectfully because there's nothing but traffic back to back, 7 days, 365 days a year. And I 4, the highway here in Florida, sucks. Yeah, that part. So, what am I trying to tell you guys is that sometimes it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to struggle. It's okay to go through difficult times in life because guess what? We're human, we're not perfect. And when I say I have been emotional and crying, it's because I have so little time to move back to Virginia. No help whatsoever. I have no family here. I do have an uncle who's about 35, 40 minutes away. We have had multiple conversations, and he can't at this very moment. Uh, my little sister from my father's side, who just moved here mid August of this year. And by the grace of God, her husband was able to find a job at Disney World. That's great. That's fantastic. I'm happy. I'm excited for them. And because of that, I've had the beautiful blessing of going to Disney back to back 2 weekends in a row, which has been a dream of mine to go to Disney World and explore all the magical and beauty that Disney World has to offer and all the different theme parks, right? And then on top of that, I'm under the weather with my health. As soon as I get back to Virginia, I will not have a place to stay immediately because it's a process. I had put in some apartment applications and it's one thing after another. There's times that I've had to sleep in my car, believe it or not. I've documented it. I have videos to prove it on my phone. But that's not the point of this video. The point is that it's important to recognize, right, when you're going through it and when life is lifing. And on top of that, once I get back to Virginia and I get settled, I might have to sleep in my car for 2 weeks before my back surgery, which is coming right around the corner, you guys. For those of you that didn't know, I am going for back surgery because I have not only 3 bulging discs on my neck, I have issues from my L1 to my L5. My L5 is slit. The disc is completely slit. So the disc being slipped is pinching my S1 nerve, and the S1 nerve goes inside your gluteus maximus. For those of you who don't know what gluteus maximus is, let me educate you. It's the glute muscle, your butt muscle, okay? And that because the S1 nerve is all attached to your central nervous system. So it feels like chronic sciatica, but it's worse than chronic sciatica because I've been suffering from this since February of this year. And it happened just one day, me getting up from my couch. It was that simple. I went to get up from my couch, and then there it was. I felt like something was being ripped from the inside. I kind of got dizzy. It was like, oh my gosh, something is wrong with my body. Something is happening. This has never happened to me before. The chronic pain that I experienced that day, I'll never forget. And I've been living with chronic pain ever since. I've done the physical therapy for months. I have a neurosurgeon. I have my physical therapist, my doctor, my medicine chiropractor that I also have, not the little cheap ones that you go to, like a family medicine chiropractor that's been in business for more than 25 years, okay? Back in Virginia, of course. My team of doctors, they're all in Virginia. And to say that is to say that I had to finally go get a fifth professional opinion because I wanted to make sure that when I went for this back surgery, I was getting the best of the best. And when this orthopedic surgeon saw my medical records and he saw the CT scans and the MRIs, he was like, "Why did your neurosurgeon refuse to operate?" And I said to him these exact words. He said that I was too young to have the surgery, that once you mess and you start going inside your spine to do anything surgically, it's like a snowball effect. You'll have a surgery now, then a couple months later, a year or two down the road, you might need more surgery, and so on and so forth. So therefore, he referred me to pain management. Let me tell you, pain management sucks, because I not only had to wait almost 2 months to see this gentleman, and I had to be on top of these people calling and showing up in person at the office because sometimes they wouldn't answer the phones. Yay, customer service sucks, right? So finally, I get an appointment, and that was just the initial consultation for pain management. For those of you who don't know, pain management is more or less to treat the issue and basically put a band aid over it and not really treat the root cause, right? You have to treat the root cause, not slap a band aid and think everything's going to be magically repaired overnight when it's a major health issue. So this gentleman gives me another appointment for like 2 weeks down the road. The 2 weeks come by. I had to have someone drive me to the doctor's appointment to and from. And I got 2 cortisone injections in my, oh my gosh, how do I say this? In the middle of my butt cheeks. That's the best way I'm going to describe it. Yep, right in the middle. They had to numb the area, and 2 injections went in there. And because of how protruded my disc is, I know that word came out terrible. He said that that was the best area where the injection was going to be most effective. I beg to differ. I got worse after that, those 2 injections. And it's difficult getting in and out of bed in the morning, sleeping at night. I sleep with a pillow in between my legs. That's not helping. The physical therapy that I did for months wasn't helping. The pain management did nothing for me but worsen my condition, okay? And now it's down to surgery. So my orthopedic surgeon sat down, took the time to sit there for 35 minutes to educate me and ask me a gazillion questions, about my pain and the level of pain. And I said, "Sir, respectfully, I'm living with chronic, constant pain from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed. I lost 26 pounds in the last 3 months because of all the medications, the mental stress, the overthinking, the constant visits to the ER, the constant doctor's appointments and physical therapy 3 times a week, and seeing my chiropractor 3 times a week, and then twice a week, and then the insurance will only cover the first 5 visits, and then after that it's out of pocket. Yay, America the Great. So When I say life is lifing, you guys, it's lifing, and I'm going through it. But I wanted to share this video with you guys to maybe inspire you, to let you know that you're not alone. It sucks because when I moved from Virginia Beach to Florida, I brought all my belongings in a U-Haul. And the grand total between the deposit of the rent for the house, the bills, the U-Haul, unexpected expenses, the grand total was almost 6 grand. And now I'm down to zero, zero. I have nothing to move back. Okay. I will lay the seats down in my little car and pack it up as best as I can with my clothing, my shoes. Half of my closet is going to be donated, of course, to Goodwill, like I always do. I donate every 3 months. And I can only bring one TV, my bed frame. I can, it's a frame that you can take down and take apart. And it goes from a king size to like you can fit it in both hands, literally. And I'm gonna give my niece my king size memory foam mattress. I'll have to buy a new one after surgery, of course. Once I get the keys to my new apartment in Virginia, of course, because that's going to be another process. And the applications have been put in. I've also applied for work. I have a few offers waiting, God willing, everything goes well. My orthopedic surgeon said, you need the surgery stat as of like yesterday. And this was about a month ago that I met with him. And the guy was very knowledgeable. It's important to do your research. It's important that you educate yourself before you go to just get any type of procedure done. Take it from me, I have been through the ringer. And this is only the beginning, you guys. So I wanted to let you know that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not look perfect all the time. Okay? You don't have to look perfect. You don't have to. This is what I look like. I got freckles. I have dark circles under my eyes. Yes, I'm exhausted. I've been crying all day. I've been sad, emotional. And no, not because I'm on my period. Nope, that has nothing to do with it. It's just lifing. And if you think you're alone, you're not alone. I'm only a DM away and a message away from any platform on social media. I want you guys to understand that sometimes you are exactly where you need to be in life, where you're meant to be in life. And something that really hit home for me was like, I have some really, really good people that God has placed in my life for a reason, for a bigger and greater purpose than myself. And I was talking to my mentor last week, and he was like, it kind of sucks that after all the sacrifices you've done, you have to basically go back home with nothing, because I don't even have money for a U-Haul. My car is not big enough to fit any kind of furniture. My sister is kind enough to stay with my living room furniture, which is the L couch with the fireplace and the 2 lamps. And like I said, I'm giving my king size mattress to my niece. And it's not that they don't have their furniture. She has 2 storages back home in Connecticut. So they just moved out here too. So they're like, they got the bare essentials for everyone. And I said, I'd rather, instead of throwing it out, not that I was going to throw it out, but I have placed certain things on the Facebook marketplace and no one is buying. Everybody's checking the fireplace with the lamps. I had a lady that said that she was going to stop by just to get the lamps. She never showed up. And I messaged her 2 more times after that. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. That's that. So, you know, and I remember saying this to my mentor, and I told him it's not a thing about, he comes from a background of pastors, deacons, and all this other stuff, retired police officer. And I was like, listen, this is not about pride. This is not about being materialistic. It sucks that everything that I've worked so hard for, I have to literally start from scratch and leave everything behind, either donate it or just put it out on the corner in front of my home and let someone else have it. And that's okay, because I've had it all and I've lost it all. I've started from scratch. You know how many times in life? Multiple times in life. And it's okay to start from scratch, because it's a lesson that I probably needed to learn once again. Because sometimes we don't do enough research. Sometimes we think that things are going to go a certain way, and life says otherwise. So that's that, you guys. Yeah, my my throat is extremely sore, you guys, and I don't want to keep getting more emotional and cry. I'm an ugly crier, so we're not going to do that here. But I wanted to let you guys know what's going on. I'm in the process of moving back in less than 7 days. Uh, yep. So I'll start packing up this week, the little bits that I'm bringing with me, and everything else will be donated. My living room will be at my sister's garage. Thankfully, she's 40 minutes away from me here in Kissimmee, Florida. And that's that, you guys. So keep me in your prayers. It's greatly appreciated. Don't think for a second that you're alone. Life is lifing for all of us, but it's important to not lose hope, not lose faith in yourself, most importantly, and that you're exactly where you need to be and where you're meant to be. And there's always a lesson to be learned in everything that you go through in this life, whether it's good or bad. Listen, I keep smiling at life no matter what happens, because if not, I probably wouldn't be here talking to you guys. You have to keep smiling at life no matter what happens, and have faith that this storm too shall pass. So that's it for tonight, you guys. I love you guys. Have a blessed night. And till next episode, coffee with a shot of truth. Mwah. Maribesos.